that's not the issue. Now, settle back down into heart, and I'll continue. Or you can just turn it off for now and come back later. That may be the best thing, actually. That's how I do these things. But for the rest of them who are either ready or so locked into mind that they just can't stop themselves, let's move on. So, mind is fine. It is perfectly all right that mind goes around trying to solve all the problems of the world and the universe, trying to uncover the deepest and most exciting of understandings that exist. That is just fine, and I've got no problem with it. Mind does that, you see. That's how it's designed. But stay in heart and hear this. That's not you. You can step back from mind and simply watch it in action. You don't have to participate. This is one of the most hidden, yet eventually obvious secrets around. Mind is great. Mind is wonderful. Mind does all these really neat things, or really frustrating ones, depending on your way of viewing it. Mind is perfectly wonderful. That is a given. Okay, have we got that? There's nothing wrong with mind or with having one. Just be with that a few moments. Let it sink in. Mind is wonderful. Now, that's one side of the coin, and a perfectly valid one. Let's look at the other side for a few minutes. Mind is a pain in the ass. It is through mind that we get in the most trouble, both personally and collectively. It is through mind that we are easily misled. Now let me repeat that last sentence. It is through mind that we are easily misled. Would you agree? Do you see how it's us thinking we actually know something that so often sets us up for the fall? Murphy steps in. Darn that Murphy. Ego and arrogance rest so firmly on their foundation of mind. Well, but let's look at it just a bit closer. It is through mind that we are easily misled. Yes, mind is also the playground of the Illuminati, of the power elite who like to think they're running the whole show on planet Earth, and they have been. Mind is their main base of operations. But let's go even deeper than that. It is through mind that we are easily misled. Did you notice the duality built into that sentence? It presumes a two-ness, a you and a mind. It separates one out from the other. It is through mind, the one, that we, the two, are so easily misled. There, bet you got it now. I'm going to let that marinate there within you for a while I take a little detour here. Don't worry, marinating with deep concepts is a very good thing. There will be work ongoing there inside while we go off and take this little detour. Why am I doing this? Why did I interrupt myself? Well, first of all, it is clear already that the YouTube 10-minute thing is quite shot. There's no way this little discussion will fit into that particular container. So, to heck with it. But it's more than that, of course. It's because some of you have gone off into fuzzy thinking. Suddenly, you found your minds not able to work at their most efficient. You weren't able to think clearly. I'm giving you time here to collect yourselves back into heart, because that's where you need to be. No, I'm not even going to try to explain it. I don't need to. I just know, and you do too, on another level of your being. This is what comes of trying to screw in a screw with a hammer. Mind is the wrong tool to use to try and understand this stuff. It just doesn't compute. And what turns up is this fuzzy thinking sort of thing. The mind seems to go to oatmeal mush or endlessly tangled spaghetti strings or something, anything but useful. It just fizzles out, goes out of place, out of sync or something. Now, if you just let that go, whatever thoughts you were trying to have around this, just let that go, you'd be fine again. Just plop your attention back down into your chest, empty your mind, or ignore it more likely, and just be for a minute. That's all. Just let go of all that and just be. There's a really fine experience here for you to be had if you'll just quit fighting this and follow instructions. I don't bite, you know. I'm not dangerous, I promise. Put your angels on guard if you like. Say a quick little prayer or something. That's fine. I realize mind is getting really frightened right about now in more than a few of you. Please know that's normal. Mind might even be kind of freaking out, and that's okay too. Yes, I know this sounds frankly crazy, but that's because you're still in the head and not in your heart. And I mean it, man. Just drop down and let the frick go. All right? Let go. Now, just be. That's all. Just be. No particular thoughts, no goals, no agendas, no aims, no expectations. Just be. Pure being. No expectations, no demands, no nothing. Get used to that. Just aimless, empty being. Free as a cloud to sail around wherever it's blown. Just purely free. No thoughts, no tethers, no rulers, no obligations, no nothing at all. Just for these few moments, let's just be together. Center down, deeper and deeper into that internal chest cavity, that heart space. Just put your attention there. Just be there, no more than that. Now, some of you are probably getting a little dizzy at this point, and that's okay. You're the braver ones, perhaps. You're able to let go sufficiently to have that non-tethered experience. Just be with it. No rush. We're not going anywhere. We're already right where we need to be, doing right what we need to be doing, which, you guessed it, is nothing. Okay, now just observe the self. Just back off a little from this experience and begin watching yourself go through it. Just observe. Note any fears, any thoughts, and in particular, watch those emotions, for they're there. You may not be used to having these feelings or having much of any feelings at all, especially if you're a guy. So part of you may be blocking them pretty strongly, but they're there. Just look. You can see. You're bigger than that. In this state, you've made contact with whatever it is that's bigger than anything anyone can throw at you. You're in charge here. Right when it may seem you're at your weakest, you're most confused or even delirious, you're really not. Just